Hey guys, Titan Zed here, back to do another video review. This time going to be reviewing Transformers Prime Revealer Class Arcee. Yes, they have finally dropped Deluxe Class. After, for me, 20 long years of calling Transformers Deluxe Class, they have finally dropped it. This is a Revealer Class Arcee. I'm probably still going to call him Deluxe Class. But yeah. This Arcee is obviously not the first edition, and a lot of people are going to complain about this figure. Given the fact on how hard it is to get a first edition Arcee right now, in its original colors, I'm going to live with this figure. I'm sure somewhere down the line Hasbro is going to release another version of this with accurate paint colors and probably better guns or something. Speaking of which, you do get this monstrosity of a rifle. No, I do not call it a handgun. It's a rifle. And you get one blade weapon, which isn't bad. Which is almost a copy of the one you get with the first edition, only it's painted on both sides, so it's good for either or arm. They can fit on the front wheel through 2 pegs on either side, but it looks kind of ridiculous. Speaking of the front wheel, funny little thing, because of transformation, you can actually make it look like Arcee's attempting to turn, which is not something you can usually find on Transformer motorcycle vehicles. They don't normally have the front rear is usually either stationary or it's not on, or it's pegged on in a weird way. But yeah, it's actually got the ability to turn the front wheel. This one that's pretty cool in my opinion. I kind of like that. Also has a kickstand. Standard on most motorcycles. Arcee, the character, is a very interesting character. She's very tough, very strong, very, I guess you could say, I don't really, the only way I can describe her sometimes is she has anger issues. Namely to 2 bot killers on Transformers Prime, Starscream and Arachnid, who I have the first edition Starscream, which I might do a review when I can get a Sharpie and fix a bit of a crest problem. But yeah, she has a lot. I think she has a lot of anger issues sometimes, but she seems to have worked a lot of that out with the help of Jack, her partner. Now, of course, this is Revealer Class, like I said. So that means when you do this, the final transformation kind of automorphs her head up for you. And the head's not too bad. It has light piping, but the paint apps are so very light. You put too much strong light in there with my handy dandy pen light. It starts to cut through the paint, unfortunately. But yeah, this is pretty interesting figure. Bit of a backpack on the back. Yeah. Does come with a gun this time rather than 2 blade weapons. And like I said, it's a rifle in my opinion. That's not Arcee's gun, that's a rifle. Like Arcee got an upgraded weapon that is like for snipering or assaults. I don't think this is as her hand blasters. But you can attach the blade weapon to the front as sort of a bayonet. Like that. I don't know why the color's changing on me like that. Or push it up like that. That works a little bit better as a bayonet because that's a lot farther forward. You can also attach this to her arms. And this goes in relatively easy. But getting that blade out is such a pain. And I don't know why. It is just like... Ugh. It's really in there. It takes a lot of force to pull that out. I guess that's a good thing, you know, you're not going to lose it easily if you have to store it in a box or something. But man, does that take a lot of force to get out. I do like this Arcee figure. Of course, like I said, I've never had a first edition in my hands, so I cannot really compare the two in my mind. I just can't. One thing I will like, though, she does look like a female. She actually looks like a female this time. which is apparently really hard to do in Transformers figures. You know, but I'm impressed. They're getting a little better since Transformers Animated and such. So yeah. You can find this figure in any store right now, online, anywhere. Definitely something worth to look into. I would recommend her. Yeah, her paint scheme is not the same as the first edition or the show, but that's probably just Hasbro giving us an excuse to buy another version of her later down the line, later this year. That's probably more paint accurate with better weapons. It's Hasbro; they're gonna do it. And knowing me, I'm gonna buy it. So this is Titan's Ed with Arcee saying, I'll see ya when I see ya.